was with parking and everything.
Okay, meeting called to order of the Planning and Zoning Commission, City of Lytle, May 19th, 2025 at 6:31.
Okay, roll call, Board Member Albert Medina,
Here.
Board Member Alex Sawicki,
Here,
Board Member Kenneth Sampson,
Here.
and Board Member Tammy McDonald.
Yes, here.
Our Board Member William Simmons is absent.
okay. Approval of minutes from April 21st, 2025.
I make a motion to approve the minutes.
I get a second.
I second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? Ayes have it. I'm going to open the public hearing at 6:32. Conduct a public hearing concerning a preliminary and final plat of Luisa Rivera Pena Farm Acres subdivision, being 2.001 acres of land out of Lot 37, Block 40, San Antonio Suburban Irrigated Farms, according to the plat records in the volume 980, page 125 of the plat records of Bexar County, said 2.001 acres being the same called 2.001 acres tract recorded in document number 20190234862 of the official public record of Bexar County, Texas.
What time are we opening?
We opened at 6:32.
All right, Chairman and Commission members. So the application before you this evening is for a piece of property, the 2 acres, a little over 2 acres, actually in our ETJ, which is our extraterritorial jurisdiction. So in the ETJ, we have platting authority. We've retained that in all 3 counties. In the event that the likelihood is that there's a good chance areas within the ETJ would be eventually annexed into the city. So we want to make sure that as those properties develop or are platted, that they're platted according to the rules that we have on the books. And so that's why we've retained that authority. We were approached by this particular property owner over on Old Frio City Road at the corner there, and indicated that she had reached out to Bexar County looking to get a new septic for that piece of property. Unfortunately, they reached out and said, hey, you need to make sure that the property is replatted to do this. And that's why ultimately it landed on our desk to review and go through the process with her. So Ramon's Engineering was the one that did up the plat. There was a couple versions back and forth. Ultimately, the one that you see before you this evening is the final version. It's just one single family lot, obviously on the 2 acres. Again, the county required the plat before they would approve a septic. Interestingly enough, our ordinance says the septic permit has to be approved before the plat. So there was a lot of back and forth with Bexar County as well on that. But either way, this is why we're here before y'all this evening. So pretty simple with that. I don't think there's much else. I mean, you can see it there. It's just the one single lot that they're looking to just plat accordingly.
Any questions?
If there are, we'll leave it to them. Yeah.
Okay. Close the public hearing. 6:35. Open session. Take action on items discussed. Consideration and possible action to recommend approval or denial to the city council concerning a preliminary and final plat of Louisa Livery Enya Farm Acre subdivision, being 2.001 acres of land out of Lot 37, Block 40, San Antonio Suburban Irrigation Farms, according to the plat record recorded in volume 980, page 125 of the plat records of Bear County, said 2.001 acres being the same called 2.001 acre tract recorded in document number 20190234862 of the official public record of Bear County, Texas. Any questions?
So there's no change in the land, it's just replatted.
Yeah, so the reason the caption, if you go back to the caption, it says, that said same acres being called out already recorded. So they've recorded a plat. It's Bear County that came to them and said, you're going to have replat the property. So they just literally did the same thing up again and replatted it. So
They're not within our limits, but it's something.
they're not
we
within
may
the city
annex.
limits.
Right.
They're not within the city limits. They're only within the ETJ.
Okay. So it's something we may
At some point, they
annex.
somebody could decide to buy that property. I mean, obviously, I don't think the current owner is looking to annex, but at some point, somebody could buy it and petition to annex into the property. I think there would still need to be a few properties south of that property still that are not quite within the city limits either. So those would have to be, annexed first before you got to this part. But
Okay, that's what I was going to ask.
yeah, so it does have to be. Pretty much the rule of thumb is it does have to be contiguous. That has changed a little bit, but in recent years. But yeah, for the most part, normally you don't want to have these big gaps, obviously.
Okay.
Hear a motion?
I move that we accept the information as presented.
All those in favor?
Who seconded it?
Oh, need a second.
A second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
All
Aye.
those opposed? Ayes have it. Need a motion for adjournment.
A motion to adjourn.
Do I get a second?
I second it.
All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? Ayes have it.